Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Welcome back. We've got the second game of the final of the first official Steel Division 2 Discord Championship, and hopefully this will be a decent game. The two players, obviously, Frubblord against Loli. Frubblord on the left hand side in blue, playing the 14th Infantry on Vanguard income. Loli on the right hand side in red, playing Group Chirina on Vanguard income. So we have Frubblord's deck up in front of us, and 14th Infantry are a strong division. Can lack heavy armor, but they do have the Ju-88S1 in two of them in B phase in the air tab, and that can really help. The cluster munitions can really help deal with the heavy tanks, but Chirina aren't necessarily, they aren't a division that brings out the heavy tanks themselves. So actually 14th Infantry, a great pick here. And the pack 40s will surely deal with a lot of those tanks coming out of Chirina. In terms of the infantry, we have Beglite Pioneers, who are probably the best infantry unit in the game. 3 of them in A phase, and we will have to look out for them on the ground. Other than that, we have 2 Tigers, 2 Tiger E's in A phase, 4 Tiger E's in B phase, and a hell of a lot of Stugs in C phase. So those Tigers are going to be somewhat difficult for Chirina to dispose of, and we'll have to see how that goes. In terms of artillery, we have the 3 LEFH 18M 105mm artillery pieces in A phase, and then 2 off maps in B phase. I can't quite read the caliber on my screen, but it looks like it's in the 200mm range, so they should be pretty high caliber off maps. And of course plenty of Panzer II Luxors as well, not quite as successful in Steel Division 2 as they are in Steel Division Normandy. More to do with the range that they can take them down at. Other tanks can hit them at a 2-kilometer range, whereas I think they've got a max range of about 800 meters, possibly up to 1,000. But on more this kind of map, more closer sight lines, they can certainly deal with infantry just as easily in Steel Division 2. So Loli, he is playing Group Chirina on Vanguard income. Plenty of T-34s at his disposal, and actually 8 M5 Stuarts as well. But it's T-34s aplenty. Does have a card in C phase as well. And we'll need the ZIS 2 guns, 3 in A and 6 in B, along with the Su-85s, 2 double vetted in A and 4 double vetted in B. So I think they're going to be the equipment that's required to take down those Tigers. He does also have the U2. Wow, the U2. The early biplane cluster bomber in A phase, as well as the PE3s in A phase and B phase. So actually, from now I'm seeing the Chirina deck, I think there is enough here to take down those heavy Tigers. Which is hopefully going to allow the T-34s to shine against the Stugs. The game is underway from both players. I think anti-air wise, Loli's going to have to rely on his fighters, the Yak-9Ts, because he's only got 2 Zenart 37mm guns, so not quite, I would say not quite enough anti-air there, but we will find out in the game. So an early IL-2K recon plane coming out from Loli, aka Ortfine Frederica von Eidelstadt, aka Vitch, in the official Steel Division Discord, and does manage to unload some early troops from Frubblord. The Flammenwerfers and the MG42s are all unloaded early, and that might give him a foothold in this town. In fact, it should give him a pretty big foothold in this town. which is going to be excellent. Look at this, the U2. I'm just going to quickly zoom in on this because we see it. We never see it. So that's why I'm looking. But look at that beautiful skin, and look at the little view over the battlefield. Fantastic. Rare to see that plane because it is a biplane. It can be fairly risky, and actually it's pushing forwards and there is literally no armor up here. In fact, there is no armor whatsoever on the side of Frubblord, so it has no targets to engage right now. That is hilarious. The flak-dling is going to come out, and that's going to have a major effect on the air in this game. So in the southern side, we've got Tanko Disanikis coming into this southern forest, as well as Ognamachikis kind of taking control. And actually, not much skirmishing here. Both players are on Vanguard income, so I think we're going to see both players try and trade well with each other. Strokey DPs being attacked by the Grenadiers. In comes the IL-2KR Recon plane to start the strafing runs and hopefully stop that. Do pin down the Grenadier DPs, but Frubblord is definitely advancing in the northern area. Looks like we're going to have a pretty decent engagement here with the Ersatztruppen led by the Flammenwerfer as well as the Grenführer, which should be in range of the Commandant. Yeah, it should be in range of that Commandant, but they're up against Tanko Disanikis and Ognamachikis with a leader of their own in there, and it looks like first blood does go to Loli with the Ognamachiki kills. The Grenführer, ooh, that goes down. That's a big kill, and those Ersatztruppen are without their veterancy and will go down to the advancing Ognamachiki and Tanko Disanikis. Big win out in that northern area by Loli, and Frubblord is having to retreat his units. He's lost that northern battle, and his southern, well, his northern central units are going to get cut off. The flak-dling does come in and controls the airspace now. We have got a WC-52KO off-map coming in as well. And that is going to be interesting where Loli places that off-map, because actually he's dealt with all of the northern infantry fairly well. We've got T-34 76ers all rushing in. The IL-2KR is still overhead, and Loli did manage to get a northern foothold with the Strelky DPs, or should I say a central foothold. Does force back the Flammenwerfers that were unloaded from the early recon plane attack, and the MG42 is coming under serious amounts of fire from the 3 squads of Strelky DP. The advancing T-34 76ers, wow, I was about to say they're advancing right into the path of the flak-dling, but they've got to watch out for this Tiger E. One of them is loaded Ruders going around the other side. The IL-2KR Recon surely will have spotted that Tiger E, the incendiary attack. Yes, Loli quick to reverse that T-34 76, get it out of there, and down goes the recon plane to the sustained fire of the flak-dling. Loli looks like he has placed down the off-map. He needs to make sure he doesn't move his own troops into the path of that off-map, but this northern side, wow, look at the plays being made by Loli. The T-34 76 is pushing into this light forest, but the Tiger E is going straight after it. The Commandant pushing forwards, trying to make sure he's in as heavy a cover as possible so these tanks do not discover him, but the MG42 has gone down. The Strelky DP advancing in the centre, and at the moment Loli is up to a 17-7. More T-34 76s coming in, and they're going through the light forest. I think Loli has realised, well, maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. There are some Panzerfaust on the Grenadier DP here. Tight engagement between the 76 and the Tiger E. Which one's going to get the kill? The 76 will fire first, gets the shooter knockout. Big critical. He's going to give him another chance unless Frubblord realises, yes, does, and backs out of this forest. And Loli does not realise in time and does not push that forward, so the Tiger will get a second chance. Potentially will get the shot off first this time. No, the T-34 76 will get the shot off again. Close range bounce. The Tiger gets the reply and the kill. Wow. If Loli had realised that shooter knockout, he potentially could have pushed forward for another attempt at that Tiger. But the Tiger saves the day at the moment from Frubblord. But look at the Tanko Disaniki rushing forwards, and the Strelky DP as well. The FK288R was strafed down by the IL-2KR recon plane. And looks like Frubblord has potentially made some advances in the south, but we've been concentrating on the north, and this central area has been completely surrounded and cut off by Loli. The Tanko Disaniki racing forwards, trying to pick off the kill on that FK 288R, and the Strokey DPs, they're pushing forwards as well, potentially into further positions. The M5 Stuarts are coming in, and this is pure aggression and advance from Loli. The MG42 does finally catch the Strokey DP, but the T-34-76 does now come in. A Tiger coming into the centre to support the more northern one. That one's engaging the T-34-76s in the north. It's action everywhere. I'm struggling to keep up right now. The Tiger E is engaging, gets the kill on one of the T-34s, but we've got a PE3 coming in. Didn't quite make it in time, and actually doesn't even stress it fully out. The T-34 did get a final shot in to stress out that Tiger, and is free reign for the moment. The Flakvilling is almost controlling that sky, but in comes the WC-52 KAO, and potentially that could target the position of that Flakvilling. It is being upvetted by the close position of that commandant, and that is a nice position. The Tiger does go down. The Tiger does go down to the T-34-76, but the central one still comes in and is affecting that central area. More T-34s in this northern position, and catching some infantry. None of it here with anti-tank, but these Grenadiers do have the Panzerfaust. Frubblord is missing the opportunity to get a rear shot into the rear of these T-34-76s. Now gets the Mile makes the movement. Will he get this rear shot on the T-34-76, or will it get out of range before he gets chance? I think just Loli ordering it out of range before this Grenadier DP is going to get a chance to release that Panzerfaust shot, and potentially will just stay in position in case these T-34-76s back into range. We must keep our eye on this northern side. In terms of the southern area, Loli reinforce him with Tanko Disanikis. The Tiger in the centre did go down. Potentially, yes, the Zis 2 gun coming in there definitely took that out, and I think the Grenadier DP did go for a shot onto the T-34-76. Does come out of that heavy forest. Will they get the shot off? Aligning. Somebody fire that Panzerfaust. No shot. Was not able to get the shot on target. Those T-34-76s do rush back to their own lines. They are caught behind enemy lines, and that Zis 2 gun coming in perfectly to take out that central Tiger. It may have been the Zis 2 that actually took out the first Tiger as well, but we have Grenadier DPs rushing through that forest, and they are going to be able to take out the Strokey DP with the amount of numbers they've got. We still have an IL-2KR recon plane just circling over this southern area, providing those recon optics to the southern forces of Loli. Frubblord is 18-6 down at the moment. I was about to say he's potentially started to come back into this game, but I think just Loli has a massive amount of flags, and if we remember, this central town should be in the hands of Frubblord. So these are all of these flags are in the hands of Loli right now. The Grenadier DPs do take down the Strokey and do make some progress here. So Frubblord potentially is going to be able to get back into this game, but the Strokey DPs do push up potentially over the hill. The IL-2KR still circling on the southern side. The Stuarts potentially, sorry, the Stuarts are coming in to clear up the Grenadier DPs and the Erzatstruppen on the southern side. I'm still working with that potentially line, guys. I'm still working on that. The Tanko Disaniki do throw the Molotov cocktail and get the kill in the southern side, and the M5s are also making some ground for Loli in this southern area. The IL-2KR still circling, and at some point will run out of fuel. The Glide Pioneers kind of are in a nice position to take down the Strokey DP, but they're kind of cut out from the main bulk of the fighting, which is not what you want with your Glide Pioneers. You want them in the bulk. You want them right up front in the cities, in the heavy forest, fighting hand to hand with the Russian infantry. And at the moment, those Pioneers aren't doing so. There is a lot of infantry skirmishing going on. The Sturmoviki Rocks come in on the northern side and do fall back. The Erzatstruppen and the Glide Pioneers there, and these Glide Pioneers are going to go down surely to this surrender from this Strelky Comrade. I'm surprised they haven't surrendered already. At some point they are going to go down here, and Loli, surely they're going to go down, but Loli re-establishes an assertive control over this northern side. The Tigers were taken down as this 2-gun, I think, did go down, and actually Frubblord takes back control of this central city. Is not out of the woods yet, but Loli's making so much advances in this southern side. But we have a lot of Panzer II Luxors coming in now, as well as a Tiger, and that should end the movement forward of these Strelky DPs. Once these Panzer II Luxors come into play, they are just going to rip to shreds these central Strelkys and Tanko Disarnikis. They're going to get caught out in the open. In the southern side, the Strelky DPs, along with the Ognamachikis, are going to pick up the flag, and the Panzer II Lux does now get into range and should start opening fire, and they should just completely tear to bits this infantry. Although the Strelkys, they do have the PTRD, so they can get some criticals of their own, but I still think they are going to win out. The Panzer II Luxors are going to win out, especially with the southern reinforcing ones. PE3 coming in to tackle the Tiger E, very far forward, but I don't think got the strike off. And wow, look at the micro there of that PE3, very strange. I think maybe Loli lost sight of the Tiger E at some point and tried to re-micro onto a different target, but was not able to manage it. The Panzer II Luxors do win out, but one of them has been lost to a bailout. The others, though, will successfully clear up those units. The PE3 is going to come in, although he's targeting the Panzer II Luxors there. In particular, he was targeting the one that was already bailed out, so bit of a misplay there from Loli. Should have actually gone on to target one of the Tiger E's. Oof! One of them does go down there. And I am not sure what took that Tiger E down. I mean, surely it must have been this T-34-76, but that is a surprising kill. A T-34-76 at that range is a surprising kill onto the Tiger E, but I can't see what else would have taken that Tiger E down. The Tiger E in the centre. Wow. There goes a surrender. 13 minutes, 8 seconds. Frubblord. Surely it was Frubblord. Yes, it was Frubblord that surrendered the game. I mean, for a moment, I was thinking it could have been like a cut-off. But yes, Frubblord does surrender the game. 13 minutes, 8 seconds in. Loli picks up the victory. 1,300 kills to 1,100 losses, but he had so much ground control in that game. The flags, I think, at one point was 18-6. I think that's what it was. I'm not sure exactly the result at the very end, and I'm kind of surprised Frubblord didn't try and push this a bit further. I think he had lost a lot of those Tigers. Maybe that was throwing him off his game a bit, because that Tiger E going down to the T-34 was a very lucky kill from Loli. You do not expect those T-34s to get the Tiger kills at that kind of range. Potentially could have been a... There we go again, guys. I'm trying to avoid using it. Possibly. It may have been a side shot that caused that Tiger E to go down. But yeah, if that was a frontal kill, wow. Wow. Let's have a look at the kills for Loli. The Ognamachiki did pick up kills against the Flammenwerf, Ersatz and Grenadiers. I think this was in the northern side with the advance of the Ognamachiki and the Tanko Disarniki through the forests. The Strelky DP, this was in the central area, did pick up the 2 Flammenwerfer kills in the MG42. These 3 units were forced to unload early by the recon plane. And yeah, they were then picked up off by the Strelky DP, and that gave Loli just a massive amount of ground control in that early game. The Zis 2-gun did get the Tiger E kill. I want to know what got those Tiger E kills. It was a T-34-76 that got one of them. Let's just make sure. Was it another Tiger E? what got the Tiger E kills, guys? Because 3 of them went down. So the T30, oh, it was the T. So the T34-76 in the north did get the first Tiger E kill. The Zis-2 gun got the second Tiger E kill, and then the T34 in the south got the third Tiger E kill. And those T34s, I mean, they struggle to get those Tiger E kills. So good job, Loli. Good job, Loli, managing to get those Tiger kills. And I think maybe that kind of tilted. Maybe that tilted Frubblord, and he was obviously under a lot of pressure. He was in a difficult spot. Loli had a massive amount of ground advantage, and 2 Tiger E's losing to T34s, it is unexpected. So so maybe that caused Frubblord to get a little bit tilted there and give in the surrender. Let's have a look at the losses for Loli. The Flakveling taking down the early U2 plane. That U2 didn't get used whatsoever. The bombs did not come out. There was no armor on the field in that first part of that game, so that U2 was just useless. The Tiger E, the first one, did pick up 3 T34 kills. So although it did go down, I think this is the first one. In fact, let's check those Tiger E's and see how efficient they were. So yes, Falcon Back was the first one. He did take down 3 T34. So I think that is enough to pay himself off. Yes, it should be. The second one, Newman, that went down to the Zis-2. And that only got 1 T34 kill. So that definitely did not pay itself off. And then the third one only got a M5 Stuart and a Strokey DP kill. So again, did not pay itself off. So those Tigers, losing those Tigers was a big blow for Frubblord, and I think maybe that was why he threw in the towel. Just didn't get the efficiency with those units. So congratulations to Loli, commiserations to Frubblord. This evens up the final. 1 game apiece in this best of 3 final of the first official Steel Division Discord Championship, run by the moderators of the official Steel Division Discord. If you want to join the Discord, the description down below in this video description is links to my Discord, links to my Twitch and Patreon, Twitter, and the official Steel Division Discord, and the official Steel Division Lead Discord, and the Veterans of Virtual Wars Discord, because they are a big 10v10 group. I often play games with them, and I do share some of my links with them, so I'm also sharing their link as well. If you play 10v10, then jump into their Discord, because they play a lot of it and they love playing 10v10, and it's a great atmosphere. I play with them a lot, and I always love it when I do. Thanks very much for watching. It all comes down to the final game. Frubblord versus Ortfine Frederica von Eidelstadt, aka Loli, aka Vitch. Everything comes down to this final game, so make sure you do not miss that. Who will win the first Steel Division official Discord Championship? Every time I say it, it changes name. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I am Angry Bird. Do not miss that final game.